Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've done like an angry rant, but of course, with the release announcement of GTA 6, it's just brought it out of me, man. It's been slumbering. The rage has been slumbering for a little while, but I gotta ask, man, why on earth in not even 2023, not even in 2024, in 2025, why on earth are we getting delayed PC releases from a studio like Rockstar that has no affiliation with Microsoft or Sony? Like, why on earth is this a thing? Okay, I get it. A Sony exclusive comes out and we have to wait a year or two or three or whatever, right? I'm totally fine with that. It makes fucking sense. They're trying to sell PlayStations. But why the fuck is Rockstar waiting 6 months, a year, whatever? They haven't confirmed how long GTA 6 is going to be a console exclusive, but it is confirmed that it's going to be a console exclusive, which is kind of wild to me that you're saying, "Oh, yeah, the game's not coming out until 2025, 2 years from now." But we do already know that it's probably not coming out until 2026 for PC users. I mean, that's crazy to me, dude. And obviously, the main reason for this is money, right? They want to get people double dipping, which is already just a fucking scumbag thing to do, as if GTA, doesn't have a history of scumbag things, whether it's banning people unjustly while letting hackers just roam free. Oh, you did a little bit of a fucking money glitch, ban, right? On top of that, severely limiting the amount of money that people can make in GTA Online because they're trying to incentivize people to buy shark cards, making items that are ridiculously expensive be borderline overpowered or just actually overpowered in order to incentivize people to buy shark cards, right? Rockstar is it's always kind of weird to me that people like raise Rockstar up to like this pedal as like one of the greatest devs, right? When they just have such a history of anti-consumer horseshit. And now GTA 6 is obviously no exception to this. They're trying to get people to double dip because they're saying, "Oh yeah, 6 months to a year or whatever console exclusive." They want people like me that are primarily PC gamers, but I do have a PlayStation 5, just for those PS5 exclusives. They want people like me to buy the game on console, and then when it eventually comes to PC a year later or whatever, to buy it again on PC. And it's just the scummiest shit on the planet, dude. Like, I was really hoping that now that PC gaming is bigger than it's ever been and it shows no signs of slowing down, right? And we've seen story after story, whether it was BattleBit earlier in the year or now Lethal Company, we're seeing story after story of these smaller games just making literally millions and millions of dollars, completely changing people's lives because PC gaming has gotten to a point where it has that power now. It used to be like the redheaded stepchild, right? There wasn't a lot of PC gamers, they were like a hardcore niche. But now, through, everything from even stuff like a Steam Deck to how powerful laptops are now, to how big the pre-built gaming PC market is, right? We have so many PC gamers that it's just kind of insane to me that we're still getting games that are not console exclusive, as in like they're not made by Sony or I guess Nintendo, like, because Microsoft is day one PC as well now. They're probably the most pro consumer company out there, funny enough, all of the monopoly worries aside. But like, it makes sense to me. Like I said, if a Sony game or a Nintendo game is fucking exclusive to their console, but Rockstar, It makes no sense, dude. It makes absolutely no sense for this. Why the fuck are these games not just coming out on the same time? If you know it's going to take you 6 months to a year to make the game for PC, which why does it take that long? By the way, like that makes no fucking sense. You're making the game on a PC, and bunch of devs have came out and said like as long as you're making your game with PC in mind, making a PC port of the game is not incredibly difficult as long as you're going into it with that standpoint, right? So why the hell if the game isn't releasing for another 2 years, can't you just release them all at the same time? Add an extra 6 months on or whatever. And I know the console people are going to cry. They're going to say, oh my God, dude, I want GTA 6 as soon as possible. Jesus, just let me play it in 12 FPS, man, in fucking 768p or whatever. Like I get it, console people are not going to want it delayed, but it's just ridiculous to me that in the year 2025 we're still fucking doing this, man. Like it was surprising to me when they did it with Red Dead Redemption 2, right? Because I actually really tried to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I got a PS4 Pro, literally the Red Dead Redemption 2 bundle of the PS4 Pro, and it was just terrible, dude. Like I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I've been playing for Jesus, 6 years now. I mean, you can literally find the video on my channel. It's one of my most viewed videos of my first time playing 144 hertz. It's been like 6 years, dude, that I've been playing games at 144 frames per second. So to go and to try and play something at 30 is actually like headache inducing. It is just gross to me. And the reason why this is kind of hitting extra hard for me is because I'm finally playing Final Fantasy 16, which of course is a console limited time console exclusive for Sony. And even on the performance mode, it is rarely ever at 60 FPS. Most of the time it's sitting in like the 40 FPS range, right? And then you can, of course, put the graphics mode on where it's essentially a locked 30 FPS. And it's fucking awful, dude. Like, not the game. The game is really good, and I really like the game. And I'm not saying GTA 6 is going to be a bad game. I'm just saying, I mean, from the trailer that they showed, bro, that thing was already playing at like 12 FPS. Okay. And that's like their perfectly cold experience, right? Where they're trying to get you to buy the game. So just imagine when actually everything is going down, right? And with the graphics and everything on display, if Final Fantasy 16 is struggling, if Red Dead Redemption 2 is struggling, you know GTA 6 is going to be struggling, man. So it's just like as I'm playing Final Fantasy 16, I'm like, fuck. I really just wish the PC version was here and it was out and it was day one because it feels awful. And GTA 6 is no different. It's like basically when there's these delayed launches, you have to choose if you care about the story at all. Because with a game as big as GTA 6, spoilers are going to be fucking everywhere online. Just everywhere, dude. And it's not going to be possible to avoid them if you're online at all. And I don't even use social media, and I'm frequently getting shit spoiled for me. YouTube will recommend me a video that's the end of a fucking game or something, right? Or a dude will just come into a live stream that has nothing to do with it, and he'll comment a spoiler, right? Or I'll just be on a random YouTube video and go down to the comments and boom, there's a fucking spoiler for something that has nothing to do with it, right? And with a game like GTA 6, you can guarantee there's going to be spoilers everywhere. So you have to decide, do I give a shit about the GTA 6 story, which I do. I think Rockstar makes great narratives. I think, I have issue with Rockstar games and their mission structure and how handholdy their games are, as well as how there's not a lot of player agency in their actual main stories. And I think their pacing is a little wonky for sure. But I do enjoy playing through the stories, right? I think that the voice acting and the writing and all of that is basically the best in gaming, with like Naughty Dog as like just the best in gaming. So I want to experience the story. I don't want it spoiled for me. But oh man, then I'm gonna have to fucking play it in 15 FPS or whatever on the console, on a controller, which I don't really like playing things on controller either, to be entirely honest. Um, so yeah, dude, it's just such a slap in the fucking face, and it's a really big bummer, honestly, for just PC gamers everywhere. It's like, well, now you basically are forced to buy a console if you want to play probably one of the most anticipated games of all time. And, I'm not chomping at the bit to play the game. Realistically, I'd be playing the game day one just so I could get the review out, but also because I wouldn't want the story to be spoiled for me. But I just can't. I'm actually just in disbelief that we're still doing this fucking delayed launch PC shit. It's just the biggest slap to the face to anybody that supported Rockstar on PC, man. It's just fucking awful. And honestly, I don't really see a lot of outcry about it. I think people are just so brainwashed and just so happy with the fact that, oh my God, it's finally confirmed, which it's always been confirmed. We've always known a GTA 6 was coming. But to finally actually see it in action and stuff, I think people are just so euphoric about it, and they're in that sort of like honeymoon phase that they're not even going to speak out about it. And that's just such a fucking bummer, because if we actually grilled Rockstar's ass, like we came together, we grilled Rockstar's ass, we said, this is not okay to do. Stop trying to, get people double dipping. Stop trying to get people to purchase your game multiple times on different platforms. We came together, we could actually probably get some sort of change. But let's be real. The game is going to sell a bajillion units. It's going to get a 98% on Metacritic or something like that, right? And no one is going to care that the whole, any amount of it is going to be anti consumer. Nobody's going to give a fuck. Nobody's going to care that the multiplayer is going to be scaled in a way that's going to incentivize people to purchase microtransactions with the shark cards and stuff like that. Nobody's gonna care about any of that because, oh, we finally have Grand Theft Auto. So it's a bummer. I just am fucking pissed off, especially like I said, because I've been playing Final Fantasy 16. It's just so fucking annoying to me that I have to play these objectively inferior versions of a product just because it may be difficult to tune a PC port due to all of the different, variables and builds, right? Like, I get it. There's a lot of variability when it comes to making a PC port and determining how that's going to run on various calibers of machines. However, that's your fucking job. That's your fucking job, is to make sure that your game works on the platforms. And when you're a team like Rockstar that has $9 bazillion just flying out of their ass every single year, right? And you're just making so much money, just hand over fist, just bathing in fucking money, Scrooge McDuck style. And you have such a gigantic team at your disposal making your games. There's no fucking argument in the world for a delayed launch. There's none, man. Like, I'm sorry, I know people jerk off Rockstar and stuff, and don't get me wrong, in many regards, for good reason. I'm not saying they're bad devs or anything. I'm just saying there's no fucking excuse for this type of behavior when you have the resources at your disposal that they do. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. That's my little rage rant. Overall, I do hope Grand Theft Auto 6 is a good game. I'm excited to see some gameplay. Um, because right now, I'll be honest, I'm not that impressed with a fucking CG, not CG trailer, but you know, just trailers of cutscenes and stuff like that. I'm not impressed until I actually see gameplay. And hopefully gameplay that runs a little bit better than what they showed in this trailer. But really, what I want to see in Grand Theft Auto 6 is just I want them to listen to criticism. I don't want it to be the same exact thing that they've been doing for year after year after year, really since like GTA 4, I would say. Even like LA Noire, GTA 4, like um I would really like them to just vary their mission structure a bit. If you haven't seen the Nakey Jakey video, which you probably have, it has like over 10 million views, but if you haven't seen the Nakey Jakey video on Red Dead Redemption 2, I highly recommend watching it. It's actually one of my favorite videos on all of YouTube. It does such a perfect evaluation of a lot of the problems that I personally have with Rockstar mission design. And yeah, so I just kind of hope that they listen to some of the feedback and they make the changes. But let's be real, the average person that's going to be buying Grand Theft Auto 6, right, is going to be like, you know, I hate the word because it is kind of cringe, but they're going to be a normie, right? They're not going to be somebody that engages in any like intellectual or internet discourse, I should say, because a lot of it is not intellectual discourse, but they're not people that engage in any sort of internet discourse. So they're not going to really care about any of this. All they're going to care about is, can I get, you know, can I go up and steal a car and drive around and go to a strip club and shoot people and, you know, outrun the cops and stuff like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I do just hope that they take in some of the criticism that they've gotten for their mission structure being stale, for lack of a better word, and extremely restrictive. But anyway, yeah, I'm just rambling. That's all I had to say about it. And hopefully we see more at the Game Awards. I will be doing a live reaction of the Game Awards, like I always do every year. So I will be live streaming that, and hopefully we'll see some more GTA 6 stuff there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.